78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, make sure you go ahead and share the video. All right. So, y'all know I've been on this Michael Irvin saga. And I'm highly invested in the outcome of this situation. I'm rooting for Michael Irvin because of my own personal experiences and the experiences of other brothers that I know who have been through similar situations, only to find out that these women lied on these men, right? Now, we all seen the videotape. I have another video up where we go over the video footage. And Stephen A. Smith, who's a friend of Michael Irvin, who has been silent about this situation for a while, okay, decided to finally speak on it on his No Mercy podcast. Stephen A. Smith says, in essence, I'm going to paraphrase because I don't want to play the audio, but in essence, he says that he stands with Michael Irvin. He says that he believes Michael Irvin. He said if his brother says he's not guilty of this, he's not guilty of this. But I don't like one part that Stephen A. Smith said was, I don't know what was said. He kept emphasizing he doesn't know what was said. I mean, none of us know what was said, but he kept covering himself by saying, I don't know what was said. I don't know what was said. There's no audio, right? But he did say from the video of what he saw, he does not see anything that Michael Irvin did wrong. All right. So that's good enough for now, at least. Okay. Now, I want to address something real quickly before I move on to finish talking about this Michael Irvin situation. Due to the Michael Irvin videos, we have a lot of people who are new to my channel who have probably never heard me speak before and don't know who I am. So they come over here and they listen to the videos, they hear me speak. On one of my last Michael Irvin videos, I talked about some of my past experiences. And for whatever reason, there's a few guys who think I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I shouldn't dwell on it, but it's hilarious to me, the jealousy of other men. One guy left a comment and said, I listened to this with my girl. And my girl, she even said, this guy's trying too hard to be somebody he's not. First of all, you or your girl don't know who I am. Okay? You never met me. You never kicked it with me. You just came to my page, listened to one video, and are trying to judge me based off of that video when you haven't even done any research. You see on the bottom of the screen, I got all my links here going across the bottom of the screen. Right? I got my Patreon. I got my website. I got my OnlyFans. All these things going across. So you know nothing about me. You haven't taken time to do any research to find out who is this guy that's talking. You just make an assumption because you just can't believe fat meat is actually greasy. So in reality, I sympathize with Michael Irvin because I've been through these type of situations. So one guy says, I don't believe this guy travels with security. Well, I got videos on my YouTube page with me traveling with security. So I don't care if you believe it. Other people have seen it. And the proof is in the pudding. I don't care if you believe it or not. That's irrelevant. That's your own ignorance. I don't believe this guy travels with security. That's too much. Whoa. First of all, you can hire off-duty police officers as your security for $75 to $100 an hour. Okay? I've already told you guys that, and some people just think that's too much. But a guy of Michael Irvin's status should be doing that when he has these type of accusations upon him. Me, myself, in the businesses that I'm in and the lifestyle that I lead, I have to have security due to boyfriends and ex-boyfriends and ex-husbands and anybody else who might have an issue with my line of work and their woman dealing with me on the business level. So I need to have security. But if you knew me, if you took time to research, you would understand that very clearly, but you haven't taken the time to research that. So you make assumptions about people, right? That I'm lying or something like that, right? So let's go through some stories here. Those of you who know me already heard these stories, but this is for the new people. I'm going to talk about stories of how women have exaggerated um, assaults, right? The SAs, right? I don't want to say the actual name, but how women have exaggerated assaults and how they have manipulated certain situations to benefit themselves. Now, of course, we know that these things actually do happen in real life. Some men are creeps. Some men actually do take advantage and do different things. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the women that actually lie about these situations. So I worked at this nursing home back in the day when I was young, early 20s. I worked at a nursing home, right? And I was a maintenance guy, right? And um, like I said, I apologize if you heard the story a million times already. But I was sitting outside um, on a break. It's other people outside, other co-workers outside. Now, this white chick, who was another co-worker, she comes outside. She worked on the third floor. She come outside. She see me, and there was no place to sit. All the seats were taken. She decides, without asking, to sit on my lap and smoke her cigarette. Okay? She sits on my lap. I didn't make a fuss about it. Hey, I'm game for this, right? She sits on my lap in front of everybody. Everybody looking like, wow, I'm the only guy out there. The rest of everybody else out there is females, CNAs, right? So they looking like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So she's sitting on my lap, no problemo, right? So I'm thinking, as a young man, 20 years old, okay, she must like me. It must be, maybe I can get some action from this chick, right? So I see her on the third floor later on that day. I walk past her, and I kind of slid by her, enough to bump up against her, you know what I'm saying? Just a little flirtation action. And she snapped. Don't you ever do that to me again. Don't you ever. Wow, she made a big scene. I was humiliated. I was embarrassed. And the only thing that saved me was some other CNAs who were there who checked her, say, oh, don't you start that. We saw what you did. You was down there messing with him. You sat on his lap. So now you acting like he did something inappropriate to you. She checked herself immediately when she saw that the other girls wasn't finna ride with it. See, but that could have been over for me. I could have got fired, all of that, right? That's one instance. There's been others, right, that I already explained in videos, right? When I go, when I travel for my work and stuff like that, different things that I do, right? OnlyFans work and other things, whether it be OnlyFans work or real estate. When I travel, I like to drink at hotel bars. I'm drinking right now. But I like to go to hotel bars, have a drink, and meet different people. That's what I like to do, right? That's my thing. I'm a people person. I like to meet different people. I like to have different life experiences. So in my travels, I meet lots of women, okay? Some of them are in relationships. Some of them are just getting out of relationships. Some of them are single, whatever, right? And I have a lot of experience in talking to. The problem is a lot of you guys of this generation, because you grew up in the social media era, you don't know how to talk to women. You're socially awkward. So everything you do is through text messages, inbox, DMs, dating sites, and stuff like that. So when you're actually in a room with an actual real life woman, you freeze up. You don't know how to conduct yourself around these type of women. Okay. So I really don't need you guys coming to me, talking to me about what I'm lying about or anything when you don't know who I am, first and foremost. Now back to Michael Irvin saga. Michael Irvin, the problem I see with him, like I said in my last video, is that he's going to continue to have these situations rear their head if he does not protect himself. The reason for what me saying he needs to hire off-duty security guards or a security firm, which usually has off-duty police officers working for them, the reason why he should do that is because of this. If those people are with you, escorting you from your car to your hotel room, or standing guard while you're having a drink at the bar. Any interaction you have with anybody else is being recorded by the police, basically. So if a woman or anyone else says that you did something that you didn't do, now it's their word versus your security, who just happened to be the police. That looks very good in court. Now, I hope that's very clear. I tried to explain that last time, but people were like, oh, well, what do you mean? Why do he need to do that? Why do he do that? Does it make sense now? Right? The police word has a lot of weight in court. That's what happens. So if Michael Irvin has off-duty police officers, which he can get for very cheap, okay, to be his security for that weekend, it might cost him a couple grand. They when he has to go somewhere, they drive him or they accompany him. All right. When he wants to go down to the hotel bar, hotel restaurant, they accompany him. Right. You do that. Now, any of your interaction is being recorded. Right. They're not going to get in your way if you want to talk to a girl, if you want to, try to get you some boom boom. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to get in your way for that. They ain't got nothing to do with them. But they are going to keep it in their memory bank as to what happened and their interaction. See what I'm saying? It's not just your word versus hers now. It's her word versus your security, your two security or however many you have. Okay? That's why that matters. For those of you who don't know. You understand? So, if you're in the situation, and then also your security can be a deterrent for ignorant people. For ignorant people that might want to rob you or anything like that, they see that armed security with you, they usually are a deterrent. That can be seen as a deterrent for them, and they don't want no smoke with you. You understand what I'm saying? So they usually leave you alone and they go pick another victim. All right? So I know me saying that to people sounds like a fantasy to you because in your mind, you don't understand how this stuff really works. In your mind, oh, this guy's a YouTuber. What does he know? Oh, this guy's lying. He ain't got no security. He don't hire no security. Anywhere you want to go in this country, if you're going to LA for 5 days, if I'm going to LA for 5 days, the first thing I'm going to do is call certain people in LA, let them know I'm going to be there, checking in. All right? And you feel however you want to feel about checking in. But that's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to call a professional security firm. Not Ray and Pookie now. I'm going to call a professional security firm. Right? And get that. Now, if I'm going out there with my family to go to the aquarium, to go to the museum, then no, I'm not going there. I don't need security for that. But if I'm going out there to conduct certain types of business, then yes, I need security for that. Because women will tell you, oh yeah, I would love to work with you. Sure, I've always wanted to do adult film work, blah, blah, blah. And you ask them, hey, do you have are you in a relationship? Do you have a boyfriend or anybody who thinks they're your boyfriend or husband? Or anybody who thinks they're your husband? Do you have stalkers? No, I don't play no games like that. I don't. People know not to do that to me. I don't do that. Lies. You go out there, you go to a restaurant, you trying to get to know this person, you going over the contract. Before you know it, here comes some dude in the restaurant embarrassing everybody. What are you doing, huh? What are you doing here? Who is this guy? Now, either you got to fight this guy who you don't even know over a girl you don't even know, or you got to let her get stomped out by this guy. Hold on while I blaze. Now, that's the reality of the situation. For those who don't know, or who don't live that certain lifestyle, who might think this story that I'm telling you is fairy tales. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens in real life. Women lie. Even if they think they'll tell you, oh, no, he's not my boyfriend. I broke up with him 2 weeks ago. Well, why is he here acting a fool? Why is he acting like this? Well, he just don't want to let go. This is what they do. Anybody got time for that? So anyway, it was good to see Stephen A. Smith finally come to the defense of his friend, Michael Irvin. You know what I mean? Because Stephen A. Smith came to the defense of Cowboys owner Jerry Jones right away. When allegations and stuff came out about Jerry Jones, Stephen A. Smith came out right away in the defense of Jerry Jones. When Dana White, his other friend, was in trouble, he was seen on video slapping his wife. Stephen A. Smith came out and basically defended Dana White. But we didn't hear Stephen A. Smith stand tall for his friend Michael Irvin until today. So that's the basis of this video. For anybody that's curious, go ahead and sign up to the OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/money and magic XXX. Go ahead and do that, sir. For all of you people out there with questions or curiosities, get your jerk on. 7 Day Sports TV, salute to the mighty LDBC. I'm up out of here. Deuces.